So imagine this. A developer makes a cozy little indie game. Nothing groundbreaking, but something that you might stumble across on Steam during a sale. And instead of promoting their work like a normal human being, they decide the best marketing strategy is to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk, mocking his family in the process. Yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. This isn't just about one dev being edgy online. It's about how the culture of the gaming industry, especially the indie scene, has gotten so toxic that actual tragedy is turned into Twitter punchlines. And here's why you should care. It's all started with a post that was spotted by Mark Kern, better known as Grums, a former Blizzard developer. He shared this thread that exposed an indie dev celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. The dev's words, and I quote, and you look right here. Look at this unbelievable tweet. 1 year since the release of Caravan Sandwich, also a fascist, got 360 no scope. What a week. Yeah, what a week indeed. A very disgusting, snide comment that was actually pretty wild to fucking say. And I think it's going to seal the deal on your game not being a success. So this gaming question is a little title called Caravan Sandwich. Chances are you've never heard of it. I never did. And that's because barely anyone plays it. A year into the game's lifespan, I've never heard of it. Have you? But the point isn't the game, it's the mindset behind it. This isn't a political disagreement. This is literally somebody mocking a father, a husband, a human being for cheap internet clout. Because, hey, I'm woke. I'm infected with the woke mind virus. Let me go ahead and post this tweet out here and ruin my studio's reputation. It's basically what they did. And honestly, it's gross, okay? No matter where you stand politically, we should all agree that celebrating death crosses a line. And saying, oh, a fascist got 360 no-scoped, what a week, that is celebrating. That's not an opinion. That's not criticism. You don't have to like the guy's political beliefs or whatever, but that is literally celebrating. What a week. This guy got 360 no-scoped. That is crossing a line. Again, like I said, we should all agree that celebrating death is crossing a line. Kirk's wife literally just spoke about the pain of losing him. And you're having people like Review Tech USA say, oh, she's faking and acting it as well. We're seeing a lot of people go mask off on this, and it's disgusting. But to see this, to see a developer, even though it's an indie dev, dunk on that tragedy, that's not funny. That's not progressive. That's plain, flat out evil. It's vile, and it's cruel, okay? And here's the kicker. This studio is not even an American studio. Yeah, it's not an American studio. The devs are based in France. This whole studio is based in France. Yet they're jumping into American politics. Literally, it's not even their government. It's not even politics for their country, which France, no offense, I would say it's a lot more cooked than the United States is. And they're mocking an American family in the process of doing it. If you're wondering why trust in the gaming industry is at an all-time low, it's because of stuff like this. Literally, we're constantly seeing developers, artists, people that code, people that voice act. Erica Ishii, I'm looking at you. Ghost of Yote. You're seeing everybody that's involved with the industry, even gaming journalists. They hate us. They hate gamers. They do. If you do not believe in the woke mind virus, they will say the most vile, evil stuff, and they want you dead. They want you dead. There's a bigger picture here, guys, and why it matters, okay? This is where the debate kicks in, obviously. Some people are going to say deplatform them. Steam should take this game down, and I could agree with that. At this point, this is very unbelievable conduct. But then there's others that are saying, let it stay up, let the market decide, let people buy or vote with their wallets by not buying it. Let this studio fail, right? Let the market decide. Don't cancel a game and delist it. People can easily just make this game a failure. And honestly, that's fair. I can see where people would lean towards the let the market decide option, right? Because once you start removing games based on a developer's political takes, where does that end? We've already seen how quickly content moderation turns into censorship, and it could even go both ways. Like right now, people that are saying very outlandish things about Kirk are getting deplatformed, they're getting removed. Who's not to say when the administration changes, they're going to just fire right back at us, and it's going to be a never-ending cycle of hate, when the bigger picture here is they're celebrating a man's death, and we need to be bigger than that, right? The better solution is sunlight, in my opinion. Let people know what these devs are all about. Let players make informed choices. Call this dev team out. Call this studio out. Call this game out. Tweet about it. Post about it. Yes, you're promoting it and giving it publicity, but trash the game every chance you get. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trashing this game every time I get. And trust me, players will be voting with their wallets. Caravan Sandwich launched with like not even 700 players apparently. Today, they're barely having 30. So this is the only time that this game gets attention is when developers are saying something outrageous. That's not a winning formula. They literally only got attention because they said a fascist got 360 no-scoped. And here's the scary part about this whole thing. This isn't a one-off. We've been talking about various stories with developers, even big developer studios like Sucker Punch Productions this past week or so. We've seen this pattern over and over and over, guys. Indie devs are injecting political activism into their marketing. They're trashing players online, and then they're crying when their games flop. It literally creates a feedback loop of hostility, and it's poisoning gaming culture, and it's getting worse and worse, guys. Now, with AI tools making it easier than ever to pump out low-effort titles, we're about to see more of these types of activist devs literally flood Steam with games that nobody wants. That's the unfortunate truth, and they're going to use controversy as their only way to get noticed. And it's ugly, it's vile. I don't support it. At the end of the day, again, like I said, the story isn't just about one bad tweet. It's about respect, okay, for players, for families, for the culture that we all share. Because if this type of vitriol becomes the new norm, guys, where mocking tragedy is just part of the brand, then gaming is in deeper doo-doo than we think. Okay? So what do you guys think? Should platforms like Steam step in when devs cross a line, or should the market decide? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to see where you stand on this. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, dislike. Hit that subscription button as well. We're on the road to 95,000 subscribers. I would appreciate if you guys joined me on that journey. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.